Hello everybody, welcome to Lesson 1. Here is your Lesson 1 lowdown. Just kind of a few things that I wanted to point out as we move into the first real lesson of the semester. Now some of you have been asking about where to kind of begin things each week and where to find the reading. Where you'll want to begin is with the Start Here document. Pretty obvious there, start here. That will give you the outcomes, the instructions, the objectives for each lesson and how it relates to the unit. Now this first unit is thinking about thinking. We'll finish it up this week actually. And the reading for this week is found here in the prepare document. So if you open that up, you might have to have Flash Player installed. Most browsers will have Flash Player installed. So with this, we'll pull up here. Hopefully that works for you. If you don't, if it doesn't, if you run into problems, let me know. I'll help you get to it another way. But here's the reading for the week. Look at the presentation. Read these 3 articles by Butler, Plummer, and Calandra. And these will serve as the basis. Well, these readings, as well as the readings we did for last week's lesson, will serve as the basis for the class discussion this week, in which I ask about, or we'll be thinking about education from an LDS perspective. So you'll start off with at least 300 words, and then you'll need to respond to at least 3 peers throughout the week. You should try and get maybe 100 words per response, around there. Now, remember that three responses, that's the lower limit. If you'd like to do more, feel free. That will help us to build a discussion this week as we think about thinking from think about education from an LDS perspective. And now all these readings, they also serve as the basis for your first major assignment, your Thinking About Thinking essay. If this will open, we can look at that really quick. In which you will be talking about what it means to be educated to you. You will draw from at least 3 articles. Now, I'm not going to limit it just to the articles we read for this unit. If there is another thinker that has influenced you and your idea of what it means to be educated, feel free to bring their ideas in as well. Just remember that you need to draw from at least 3 outside sources in this essay. What I kind of envision it looking like is just your basic 5-paragraph essay. You begin with the introduction, which has your thesis statement at the very end. Your thesis statement should be your definition of what it means to you to be educated. For instance, you could say, to be educated means to have this characteristic, this characteristic, or this characteristic, or something like that. It doesn't have to look like that. It could be just one idea. For instance, whatever you do after you do your thesis in your 3 body paragraphs, you could do this in 3 body paragraphs if you're going the 5-paragraph essay route. The first paragraph, you would talk about the ideas of one author. Second paragraph, you'd talk about the ideas from another author. Third paragraph, you talk about the ideas from another author. And they shouldn't just be random ideas pulled from the thinking of others, but it should be related, again, back to your thesis. It should all be in support of your thesis, which would again come at the end of your introduction, your first paragraph. And then once you've done that, in your conclusion, you'd pull everything together, draw some conclusions from what you've said, and give us a so what. Why should this matter to me? Give me the so what. And try and answer that question if you can in your, you don't have to state it specifically, but your conclusion should give us a so what. Why do your readers need to care about this? Because you want to be thinking about audience as you do this as well, because your readers matter. Now here it should be at least 500 words long. If you go a little over, that's just fine. It should be at least 500 words. That's the low end again. And again, you should draw from the ideas of at least 3 other thinkers. They can be, again, from the articles that we've read for this unit, or if there is, again, a thinker that has influenced your ideas about education, feel free to bring them in as well. There's also, you'll notice at the end here, we have further study. If you want to dive into that each week, you can look a little further into the ideas we're studying. A Steady Upward Course by Elder Henry B. Eyring. And also, there is an evaluation at the end of each lesson. Now, these evaluations are Again, it says here, part of an ongoing course improvement effort. The things that you submit here will help to improve the this course for future iterations for future students. So feel free to leave your feedback here. Click start, etc. Move on.